Yesterday was a pretty exciting day because I caught me an awesome Pokemon. This Palkia. I went over to the Magna Rec Center just before I was gonna go coach my basketball team of youth. My youth basketball team. I caught this 100% Palkia.
I was like,
I thought I was joking too, and then
Get in there. There you go. No.
I didn't throw a good throw that time either, so I need to get a good throw.
Yeah, you win. That's so lucky. Riding the coattails of everyone else. You know how crazy that would be? 2-1.
I think it could happen.
Good, yeah.
I think it's a matter of
Well, it's personal.
Nope.
No. It got a Giratina perfect the one time. It's 10th raid. Well, it's just crazy. It's like, it's 10th raid.
Oh gosh! No. That barely nicked his head.
Somehow,
One,
some way it was though.
2, stay! Oh, you son of a gun.
My kids are cold.
Alright.
Good excuse.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
See ya. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's not a good throw. I have the hardest time throwing. Yes!
Did you?
Got
Nice. That's a good one to have perfect too.
Anyways, back to getting prepared for the Twilight Cup. We're going to lace them up for the PvP Twilight Cup here in West Valley. Please come. Please join our West Valley Cup. Support our West Valley Pokemon Go community by participating in the Twilight Cup here. It's going to be at the Taylorsville Library at 3 p.m. It's good to participate in your local Silpharina Cups because you can get ranked and you can get nationally ranked. But I also think it's a good idea to wait till the end of the month. You can watch all these people and find out what's going to work best. In the rules, I believe, is the fact that you can only get the points from the first cup you participate in. Definitely think they should change that, but that, I believe, that's the way that it is. It's the first cup that you participate in, those points will go towards your ranking. February 23rd, 2019, Taylorsville Library. I will be there. Hope you'll be there too. And the way that I've been going about preparing for my cup, I have a little way to search for qualifying Pokemon that can participate in the Twilight Cup. So if I go into my Pokemon list and I type CP minus 1500, then I type the ampersand symbol, then I type the Pokemon types that are allowed in the tournament. It'll give me all of those right here, and here you go. And then I order them in CP, then I know which ones are already close. The other thing is I try to narrow it down as I'm watching the YouTubers do their PvP cups. I narrow it down what ones I have, first of all, and I also, there's 2 of them. For example, this Azumarill. For example, this Azumarill and this Azumarill here. There's 2 of them. Now, what should I do to decide which one of those I'm going to use? Well, there's a guideline. You want to go with the lowest attack out of the 2 or 3. And you want to go with high HP and high defense. Now, I also have for you guys a website that has a page that has an Excel sheet that you can plug in the numbers to see which one of your Pokemon does the highest TDO, total damage output. And I will plug in the numbers that the Pokemon has, and I'll see which one of the two has the highest TDO, and that's how I'm going to choose them. I'm going to look at my Venomoths, and I want to find which one is going to be the best right here. Unfortunately, this one has some legacy moves, but I can't use it. It's over 1500. So let's look at some of these numbers. From the Palkia IV, I have one that has a 15 attack, no, a 15 stamina, 10 attack, and I label my Pokemon different. A lot of people start with the attack stat, but for some reason I thought, oh, since the appraisal comes in with stamina first, that I would do it that way, and then I kept it that way because I didn't want to relabel all of mine. So I'm going to look at the defense stat, and I'm going to get 13. And what I look at, I'm a mathematical person, I'm going to look at TDO factor. And this one has 1,737,379, a 61.7 TDO factor. You can also look at bulk factor. Some people like to fight with a bulky Pokemon, or attack factor. Of course, attack factor, they're not going to last as long if you have a high attack, and you have to have a lower stamina and lower defense to stay under 1500 CP. So I'm going to remember that 1,737,379. Now I'm going to plug in different numbers. So I have one that has, the next one over has 1313, so 13 stamina, 1 on the attack, which is good. Lower attack and higher defense and higher stamina. Those are the numbers we're looking for. Now this one turns out to be 1,707 on the 707,125. So I'm going to I'm going to transfer that one right now, because I know that one's not going to be the finalist here. And then I have this 13, 14, 13. And on this notepad, I'm just going to delete that last number because I know I transferred them already. So this one has a higher attack. Watch this. This one has a 14 attack. And it has a 13 defense and a 13 stamina. The thing about it is, you are going to be at a lower level, level 25. So here it is, level 25.5. And at a lower level, it's not going to have as much total damage output. It's going to faint faster. So it's got a 1,698,898. And that's definitely lower than the first one I named off. Okay, so I am actually going to check and make sure it doesn't have any legacy moves. And Poison Fang is the legacy move with Bug Bite. It does not have any legacy moves, so I'm going to transfer that one. And I don't need that one in my notepad. So being a mathematical guy, I like to look at the maths and then when it comes to the fight, or when it comes to the battle, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and that's not gonna change. I mean, that's the only variable that I'm playing with. So we have this 98% Venomoth, let's see, and it does have a lower number total damage output than the first one I named off. So I actually am going to keep this one though, because I like to keep 98% and above, and I know that I can go up to a higher league. Okay, so we're looking at the Great League, but you can also do the calculations for the Ultra League and the Master League, and this one, who knows, it might be good in the Ultra League. Now, let's go 14, so we're gonna have a 10 attack, and 14 and a 14. So that one has a 1,734,749 total damage output, and it's actually lower than the first, which is was going to be my pick, because it's 1498. It's really close to the 1500. But it turns out this first one that I named off is going to be better. It actually gets to a 26 level, the same level, but it seems to go to a higher CP. Actually, it's a lower CP, so I'm not sure why the damage output is better on that first one. They both have a 10 attack. I think maybe the 15 stamina is the one that's making a difference, and then the 13 defense, the defense is lower. So what I've been doing to indicate that I want to use them for this league is I've been putting a percent sign, because it reminds me of two things standing across a line from each other. And I've been using the yen sign for the other one. So it looks like this is going to be the one that's going to produce the most damage output. Let's take a look at some of the other numbers. The bulk factor, 73.4, 85.6 defense factor, and 84% attack factor. I'm going to look at some of these other numbers just to see what are the upsides of this. 14, 10, 14. That's that 14, 10, 14. Now let's look at the 13, the 15, 10, 13. So 15 stamina. 13 defense. 61.7, 1,737,000. And 61.7 is the first number. That's the TDO factor. We got 73.5 bulk factor. I'm wondering where the defense and the bulk is better, because the attack has got to be the same. So let's see here. When I change that stamina to a 14, the bulk does go down, and when I change the defense to a 14, the defense goes up, but barely. It's like 0.5%. So we're gonna go with this 15, 10, 13. We're gonna trust the numbers. And that's how I'm gonna choose my teams, using this spreadsheet. And I'll leave a link for it so it can help you choose your teams, because you're not actually, a lot of people are looking for the perfects, the hundos, but the hundos actually aren't good unless the CP caps out under 1500. Okay, and I hope you have a great time at your Twilight tournament.